Welcome to the Living Well Monday night coaching call. This is the third Monday of September, and we are talking about Liver Cleanse Masterclass. This call is going to be a comprehensive training on liver detoxification, and we're going to be talking about the importance of rest and how to optimize your rest, repair, renew cycles, which is the most important part of detoxification, which is optimizing rest and giving yourself time and space to do a cleanse. In this busy world, we're kind of so busy we forget to slow down and actually listen to the body and create that space of rest. So we talk about the importance of rest. We're going to talk about the signs of liver toxicity, what's going on in the body when the liver becomes toxic, and then how to correct detoxification symptoms when you add something in really powerful like the liver. Hello, Cookie. When you add in something really powerful like the liver detox system from My Body, you are going to be experiencing symptoms. I'm going to talk about how to overcome those symptoms of liver detoxification. Also, how to use the detox system for most beneficial healing and support in the body, how to really dig deep in the detox pathways with the Ultimate Detox System combined with the right meal plans and the right juices, elixirs, and smoothies. I'm going to break down a little bit of fat-soluble toxins, and why we want to remove these fat-soluble toxins with the Ultimate Detox System. And I'm going to end this class with the foods to focus on, which are the most healing juices, elixirs, and smoothies for the liver, and then also some cooked and raw foods that are also beneficial for the liver. And so as you learn the signs of liver and you choose to do the detox system, and then you're ready to add in the foods, you have a holistic lifestyle roadmap, meal plan, and botanicals to get your liver stronger and healthier. So I've been on this path for 18 years. I've been working with over 30,000 people. And I started 18 years ago, brain fogged, covered in pimples, acne. I had eczema all over my hands growing up. I had depression and confusion. And so I invested 3 to 4 years of detoxifying my bowels and liver in a very haphazard kind of way. Had I known then what I know now, I could do it all in about 6 to 12 months, but it took me 3 to 4 years to get my skin glowing again, my mind clearer, and my vision more aligned with my purpose. So everyone's at different levels of toxicity depending on what you've experienced in your past. Remember that everything you breathe, everything you drink and eat, and everything you absorb on your skin is filtered through the liver. I'm going to say that again. Everything you breathe in and drink and eat, everything you absorb on your skin goes through the liver. So why would you need to do a liver cleanse? Is because of what you have, the pollution you may have breathed in growing up in the city, the toxic lotions and potions and makeups and powders and hair dyes. All that stuff has been absorbing through the skin and it is lodged into your liver and fat cells. And so as you begin to open up to the art of liver detoxification, you start learning how to release those fat-soluble toxins. And why would you want to do a liver cleanse? Here are the symptoms and signs of liver toxicity, and then we'll jump into the importance of rest. I'm going to start with liver toxicity. So chronic neck and shoulder pain, headaches and migraines, rashes, fatigue and brain fog, and stubborn fat that just won't go away, particularly around the midsection, around the torso. And so our body stores toxins in the fat, and our body stores the fat-soluble toxins in our fat and lymphatic system. And so a lot of people who are dealing with headaches and migraines and chronic neck and shoulder tension. And why do we get chronic neck and shoulder tension with liver toxicity? It's because your gallbladder channel flows down the head. And when the liver becomes hot and toxic, the gallbladder becomes weak, and it causes the energy literally to go inverted. So normally the energy should be flowing down the body, but when we become liver toxic, the energy goes up the body instead of down, and that's what causes the head tension. And the liver is the filter of the blood, and it also can be susceptible to viruses and bacteria can lodge into the liver. And so when the liver gets toxic and it no longer has an immune system to support it, then all the viruses and bacteria are producing toxins, and that's what causes brain fog, along with heavy metal toxicity, which I'll get into in a sec. But the brain fog is usually caused by neurotoxins being released by pathogens stored in the body, And the liver is one of the repositories for these infectious organisms, particularly things like liver flukes and parasites will lodge into the liver. And so chronic neck and shoulder tension, tension in the tendons, in the muscles at the tendons get really tight, tendonitis that just won't massage away. You can't seem to clear away chronic pain and tension. That's also due to a toxic liver. In Chinese medicine, the liver opens up into the eyes, the tendons, and the joints, the vision, and the skin. And so when you have skin issues like rashes, eczema, skin cancers, dermatitis, psoriasis, all of that is rooted in liver weakness, combined with other weaknesses as well. But once those weaknesses strengthen and the liver opens up, the skin starts to glow. The eyes get really bright. The vision clears up. So if you have problems seeing at night, or you have vision problems in general, that's also a sign of a weak liver. And so what's cool about understanding all these connections with liver is that most Western doctors are not trained to see these connections. Eastern doctors are. When you begin to understand the relationship between the liver and the emotional body, and the liver and the physical body, you start to really see it may be time for you to do a liver cleanse. The emotions of anger and frustration and aggression affect the liver negatively, and then the gallbladder is being resentful and stubborn and galled, and anger transforms into compassion, frustration, irritation into more patience and being accepting of others, and then resentment through forgiveness, and compassion, kindness, and mercy. And so these are the emotional healing balms of the liver: is compassion, patience, and acceptance on the liver side, and forgiveness, kindness, and mercy on the gallbladder side. So as you start to detox the liver, you may experience those emotions too. So everyone, take your right hand and touch your heart. We'll drop down into the heart just for a little bit right here and talk about heart and heart intelligence. And go ahead and close your eyes and drop your attention down to the center of your chest. And really feel your heart as your center. Feel the divine intelligence that beats your heart right now. And take a deep, full body breath into the heart. And exhale from the heart. And inhale deep into the heart. And exhale from the heart. Imagine yourself surrounded by this beautiful ruby red ray, like the color of 1,000 rubies lining the walls of your home. And the sun is shining through these beautiful ruby crystals, and it is blazing this most radiant ruby red light, filling your room, filling your body with the most radiant, self-luminous ruby red ray. And imagine that you could breathe this light into the heart, and it flows in like divine love, like pure, pristine, divine love. You just breathe that ruby ray into the heart. You feel your heart soften. And the prayer here is now: I will love with all my heart. I forgive. I am now free, and they are now free. I will love with all my heart. I forgive, and I let go. I am now free, and they are now free. I will love with all my heart. I forgive, and I let go. I am now free, and they are now free. And as you hear me say those words, you'll feel your heart begin to warm. You'll feel your heart get warmer and warmer and softer and more full of divine love. Take another deep, full body breath and breathe into the heart. And exhale from the heart. And deep inhale into the heart. Inhale into the heart. Deep inhalation, holding your breath at the top, focusing on that pure ruby red ray glowing from the chest out in all directions. And now a slow exhale. Feeling the heart warming with the prayer: I will love with all my heart. I forgive and I let go. It's now safe to let this go. I let go, I forgive, and I'm okay. Take a deep heart breath in, heart breath out. Relax your neck and shoulders, soften the eyes. Feel the relationship between the head and the heart and the liver. Place an opposite hand on the liver and really connect the heart and the liver together. Really focus on the heart and liver. And feel that energy flowing from the liver to the heart. I will love with all my heart. I forgive and I let go. It's now safe to let them go. I am now free, and they are now free. Good. Slowly open your eyes. So now we're really drawn ourselves into heart. And it's from this place of heart intelligence and emotional intelligence through heart that you heal liver. It works both ways. We work from liver to heart and heart to liver. And we can see this through the Chinese 5 elements. And I'll pull up just the element chart so you can see how this works in Mother Nature and the body. But we live in a very well organized universe. It's important to understand that your kidney is connected to your liver and your liver is connected to your heart in the cycles of generation and regeneration. So the kidney is water. In Chinese medicine, water generates wood. Wood is fast growing. Your liver regenerates itself every 3 to 6 months. Your liver can totally regenerate itself. So it's a fast growing organ. It's an amazing regenerative organ. And that wood generates fire. So if there's anger in the liver, it holds back our heart, which is love and love relationships. If there's bitterness in the heart, it will suppress back into the liver and gallbladder and create resentment. So you see these connections here between kidney, liver, and heart, spleen, and lung. And this is the organization of the cycles of nature and the cycles of life and the cycles of emotions as they flow throughout your body. And so as you learn to love with all your heart and forgive and let go, you set your heart free for more joy, acceptance, kindness comes from the heart. And it must be generated from the liver, which is compassion, patience, generates kindness. So I've studied Taoist medicine for 18 years and probably a dozen lifetimes. And you just get to really remember the importance of this connection. Remember, learning is remembering what you already know. And when I connect you to your heart intelligence, that's how you're going to heal the emotional liver. When you choose to do your liver cleanse, it may bring up old suppressed anger or hate or resentment or bitterness. And that's part of the letting go of detoxification, both physical toxins coming out of the liver. As you add in these powerful herbs, they push toxins out of the liver. And as the herbs are stimulating the liver, the emotions will also be stimulated to be released. And how do you heal the liver? Emotionally, through the heart, through heart intelligence, through learning heart math and heart intelligence, through prayers of forgiveness and learning how to forgive and let that person go. So I will love with all my heart. I forgive them. I let them go. I am now free and they are now free. Set that person free. Let them go. Keep forgiving. And it's an action of heart intelligence that does this. And the heart knows how to forgive automatically. The heart never has a question. So as you're working through liver detoxification, use the heart lock that we just did and use that technique every day throughout your liver cleanse. And then touch those deeper parts of the heart intelligence that may have been suppressed or silent. And in the Sufi tradition, they say the heart has many layers. And our job is to peel away these layers until we find the supreme being, the one love and the presence of love that is always there. But sometimes we cover it up with stories and bad relationships and toxins. And the detoxification of the liver is a detoxification of the heart as it relates to the 5 elements. When we start pulling toxins out of the heart, it pulls it out of the liver and vice versa. So when you start to detoxify the liver, now that I've addressed some of the emotional things that will come up, let's look at the physical symptoms that you might experience. And this is the first thing you're going to notice is headaches and brain fog and potentially a migraine, which is like a cluster headache. It's light becomes toxic. You have trouble even being in the outdoors. A migraine is very different than a headache because you become light sensitive. And you just want to bury yourself in bed for 16 hours. And if you've ever had a migraine, you know what that's like. If you've never had it, God bless you, never have one like that. But now and then you might even get a migraine. Peppermint oil is the #1 tool for headaches and migraines. About 1 drop in a glass of water every 3 to 4 hours. Peppermint's really good for that. And also massaging peppermint on the neck, right here. Like when you get neck and shoulder tension, just rubbing peppermint and then immediately following with some coconut oil or sesame oil, and then healing and sealing that peppermint on the neck. And then you can take peppermint, you can rub it into the scalp. And what that does is it starts to open up the gallbladder meridian. And the first thing I need to teach you is how to remediate a headache, because as the liver starts to detoxify, the first symptom you're going to experience most likely is a headache. And the second thing is fatigue, just being tired and late and sluggish. And so the most important thing for fatigue is lots of celery juice every morning and evening. I'm doing a cleanse right now, so I've been doing about 2 of these a day. About 48 ounces of celery juice. Also, beet apple and ginger juice is really good when you're feeling fatigued. The juices are really good at moving the liver, particularly celery and beet. And then you just need to make time for rest. So if you're going to choose to do a liver cleanse, make sure you have a little extra time for rest in your life, because you need downtime. You need that, like, detoxification is a parasympathetic process of rest, repair, renew. Most of us are living too sympathetic. You know, got to, have to, must, got to go to work, got to check my phone, got to get on Facebook, got to pay my bills, got to. So when you start shifting that experience of your life into rest, create time for rest in your life. This is the importance of rest. So sometimes it's good to wait until you have a vacation to do a good liver detox, so you can create that space in your environment where you're doing, you know, juicing and herbs and raw foods and elixirs and smoothies every day, and you're taking naps, and you're doing massaging of the neck and the scalp, and you're doing abdominal massage. Another really good thing for liver detoxification is massaging your abdomen. In this particular oil from the living, Digest. Really good oil for abdominal massage. Massaging the abdomen with Digest. And then in the Living Well Method, Module 1, Lesson 8, I talk about the 3 kings, peppermint, lemon, and Digest, and how to use those oils for promoting digestion and detoxification. So you'll see in Module 1, Lesson 8, beneficial techniques to how to use the oil. And so headaches, migraines, brain fog, fatigue, just a feeling of malaise. And remember, if you're tired, rest during a liver cleanse. Don't try to push your way through it. Give yourself time to just rest. Optimize your sleep and your circadian biology. So all the Living Well members got access to my Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise 10-day challenge. And I teach a great module in there. Let me go to it real quick. On how to use the liposomal hemp oil and optimizing circadian biology. So you really need to work on getting the right quality of sleep as you do a liver cleanse, because every hour of sleep before midnight is equivalent to 4 hours of sleep after midnight. So when you log into my members area for HWW, click on core number 3, and this is how to use the hemp oil for optimizing sleep. And then here is the bonus video on circadian biology. So if you haven't seen these 2 videos, watch these videos and then use this circadian biology to start repairing your nighttime, your coherence with the sun and the moon. Really, really helpful for you all to optimize your sleep and be in bed by 10 p.m. during your cleansing phases, so that you can get deep REM sleep between 11 and 1 and between 1 and 3. Now, a lot of people have insomnia and disturbed sleep, and that's also due to a toxic liver. That's one of the symptoms I left out, is if you're always waking up between 12 and 4, that's a sign of gallbladder liver toxicity, and the organ is so hot and inflamed that it's not able to do its rejuvenation cycle during the nighttime. So if you're waking up a lot in the middle of the night, that's a weak liver. That's another reason why a liver cleanse is going to be beneficial. And we'll talk about like the meal plan and the foods at the end. If you have any questions, type them in the chat so I can get to all of you tonight. The importance of cleansing is so valuable in preventing disease, not just treating disease. And so if you just have a few of these symptoms and you're thinking about doing a liver cleanse, do a liver cleanse to prevent, to reactivate your vision, to renew the spiritual vision, the clarity of your mind, the clarity of your vision in your life. Just that's a great benefit in of itself. I do cleansing 4 times a year in rhythms and cycles, so this is a detox kit that's only available in America, but for you, Myra, it'll be available in Canada by about November or December, I believe. So it's coming out in Canada very soon. And it uses a very special liposomal liver clear and a mega binder. And this formula was developed by Dr. Christopher Shade, one of my new teachers, to pull fat-soluble toxins out of the body. What is a fat-soluble toxin? Heavy metals, viruses, bacteria, parasites, petrochemicals, food additives, and herbicides and pesticides are all fat-soluble. So these are the hidden causes of cancer today, particularly viruses, pesticides like glyphosate, and heavy metals. Those 3 hidden toxins in our culture that most doctors are not trained to see, but are present in a lot of people's bodies, particularly if you have fibromyalgia, cancer, and chronic arthritis. You are dealing with one or all of these types of toxins: pesticides, herbicides, heavy metals, and viruses. And so using the liver clear is a way to pull that out of the body. So when you take this formula, it has a 90% absorption rate. And what's so cool about the liver clear is it's liposomal. So what Dr. Shade has done is he's taken the herbs and he's increased the herb's ability to enter the blood without digestion. So you hold it in your mouth for 30 seconds and then you swallow. And when you're doing the protocol in the optimal way, you're combining these 2 together. So you're doing the hemp oil and the liver clear. So powerful because the hemp oil is balancing nervous system, opening up parasympathetic. The liver clear is coming in, it's pushing the fat-soluble toxins out of your liver. What does that mean for you? If there's heavy metals in your body, that means more clarity, more mental and emotional well-being. If there's viruses and parasites, that's getting the root cause of the disease out of your body. And then also, if your liver is congested, eventually it's going to mean better sleep, more balanced body and mind and heart. And so you take the liver clear and hemp oil together, and you hold them for 30 seconds, and then you swallow consecutively. So you do hemp oil, hold, swallow, liver clear, hold, swallow. And then what happens within 20 to 30 minutes, toxins are circulating in the body, and they're being pushed from the blood and lymph to the bowels. And then the next thing that comes in is the mega binder. So this is a binding agent. What the mega binder does is you mix it in raw lemonade. You do 1 packet 2 to 3 times a day, and you drink the mega binder, and then it binds those liver toxins and carries them out through the stool. So the liver clear pushes, and the mega binder binds and then carries out. So it's like a 1-2 synergistic system. And man, I did this cleanse about 2 months ago, and I had a really powerful detox. Had a few headaches, but cleared them with peppermint. But after I did the cleanse, I noticed a huge boost in my energy, boost in my clarity, boost in my vision. And I'm going to do it again in a month or 2 as well. And so the Ultimate Detox System is used concurrently with the Living Well method by combining the celery juice first, and then having some of the hemp oil and detox, and then 30 minutes later having your raw lemonade, and then enjoying your smoothie for breakfast. And then if you're going to do the meal plan with the juices and smoothies and raw foods, you would enjoy a nice, healthy lifestyle throughout the day. And then you do it again the night before. And you just start with morning and night. And then do that first to kind of test where your body's at. So you do 1 dose of liver clear and hemp oil in the morning and 1 dose of liver clear and hemp oil at night, 1 hour before bed. and then follow 30 minutes later with a mega binder. And that's considered level 2 of the detox system. You can go up from there into more powerful. Oh, Jaya just made a comment. Sorry, I got distracted. So you can go from level 2 to level 3 to level 4. And I recommend you do level 2 meal plan before you go to level 3 and level 4. It's very, very powerful. At level 2, which is just a teaspoon twice a day, hemp oil twice a day. Oh, wow. Jaya says, my arthritis is 100% gone from taking the hemp oil. She did an experiment last week and did not take any of the hemp oil for about a week. And her arthritis never came back. In the past, if I'd missed a day, it was back. It's been over 4 months now, and it took that long for the arthritis to go away. So grateful. Congratulations, Jaya. Yeah, the hemp oil is a very powerful tool for reducing inflammatory processes, but also supporting the healing process of the core systems of the body. So it's a wonderful revelation that you can stop the botanical and still feel the healing benefits. And I want to get that on video too. So please do a Zoom testimonial with me in the next couple of weeks so we can share this medicine with the world, because I'm seeing wonderful healing responses from the liposomal hemp oil. Love it, love it, love it. So yay, Jaya, arthritis gone, which is kind of rare because most people never heal that. So congratulations for healing your arthritis. Remember, the power that makes the body is the power that heals the body. As we open up to the river of life, the melons, the juices, the berries, and the smoothies, the fruits and the vegetables, we add in the right botanicals, the body heals itself. And the botanicals are not required, so to speak. They're just helpful to strengthen weaknesses in the body. We use the botanicals of hemp oil when there's a lot of stress in the nervous system, trauma, fatigue, adrenal fatigue, and also chronic inflammatory states. We use the liver clear when our body has absorbed fat-soluble toxins, and now they're trapped in the liver and the fat. And these herbs are designed to stimulate the organs to push those toxins out when there's a weakness. And so use the botanicals, particularly the liver clear and the detox system, to get these bioaccumulated toxins that you may not even know are there until you add this formula in. So when you add in the detox system, you may experience a good detox from it. When you start getting, a skin eruption or a headache or brain fog, that's the toxins moving from stored deep to superficial, and then we express them through the urine and the bowels and the sweat. So the biggest thing that doctors are not addressing well today are the viruses and the fat-soluble toxins. And this is why we want to bring in the healing melons, berries, juices, and botanicals, and a healthy fruit and vegetable diet with the right healing foods and the right healing botanicals, because that gets the viruses out and it gets the metals out, or anything in between. Petrochemicals, pesticides, glycophosphate, anything that's floating around in between will also be pushed out with the right detoxification processes. And because your body is designed to cleanse itself, it knows what to do. And so let's talk about some of the foods that are going to support you along this path of liver detoxification. One of the most important foods is celery juice because it stimulates the bile. It helps strengthen the stomach acid, but also helps the liver produce bile. And when you take the liver clear with celery juice, you have a 1-2 punch for getting more of that bile. Bile is the great detoxifier in the body. And when you get chronic neck and shoulder tension, thinning of the hair, blurred eyes, and vision problems, that's all sluggish bile. And so getting the celery juice in. Number 2, raw lemonade. There's a recipe for the raw lemonade in the Living Well method and in Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise. And lemons are the #1 fruit for cleaning mucus and phlegm and dissolving old fat and cholesterol from eating too much, roasted nuts and fried foods and pork and shellfish and, trans fats. And all these fats that we eat in abundance start to clog the liver. And then you have fatty liver, which is produced from taking pharmaceuticals for many years, and also eating too many processed flour and sugar causes the liver to become fatty. And so lemonade, before and during a liver cleanse, dissolves that excess cholesterol and fat in the body. But it takes, usually several months of raw lemonade to really get the liver strengthened. But definitely while you're detoxing, get on celery juice and lemonade. Number 3, fresh squeezed orange juice. Oranges are one of the richest sources of beta-carotene, vitamin A, And any orange food is highly, highly supportive to the liver. Beta carotene, vitamin A, and vitamin C is what keeps glutathione stable in the blood and the lymphatic system. And so this formula is stimulating liver detoxification, stimulating the pathways of the liver. And then you add in the lemonade rich in vitamin C, the orange juice rich in vitamin A, or papaya, or mangoes, or let's see, what else would be rich in vitamin A? Oh, kale, apple, and lemon juice. Kale is very high in vitamin A and beta carotene. Kale juices. So as you start working with the green powders, the green juices, and the mangoes, and the papayas, and the orange juice, all of that is essential to support the liver and pushing and mobilizing. And you know, when I talk about these foods during cleansing, I'm talking about, you know, 3 liters a day, 3 to 4 liters a day. I want you in the river of life. You know, when you're going to invest in the botanicals, combine it with the right quantity of living juices, fruits, melons, and berries. Like, you know, if you're going to do mangoes during a liver cleanse, do 3 ripe mangoes blended into a pudding and have it as a snack between lunch and dinner. You know, if you're going to do orange juice, make a glass of fresh squeezed orange juice every day and do 24 ounces of fresh OJ in the morning, you know, 30 minutes after you have your mega binder. If you're going to do celery juice once a day, first thing in the morning, and then maybe one other time in the day. So some of these juice, to get the optimal nutrients in the body to support the liver's optimal detox pathways, you're going to want to plan for this and make sure you're following the Living Well method juicing protocols and making the juices every 3 days, or making orange juice every couple of days, or raw lemonade every 3 days. Cool thing about celery juice and lemonade is you can make a gallon and drink it over 3 days. So you can have enough celery juice and lemonade. And then the orange juice is also really nice because it's sweet as opposed to sour or salty. So with those three beverages, you've got sweet, sour, and salty. And if you do all of those every day, you've got 3 of the 5 flavors. But you don't have to do all of those. If you just add in the celery juice, that's good enough. You might go from celery to celery and orange. And then raw lemonade is for those who have a history of diabetes, type 2 diabetes, gallstones, chronic neck and shoulder tension, and vision problems. Definitely add in the raw lemonade because that'll help pull the excess fat and cholesterol and mucus out of the lymphatic system. In addition to all the foods I mentioned, wild blueberry smoothies. And so we've talked about using the wild blueberries in your Living Well smoothies and getting going. Myra, in Canada, you're abundant in wild blueberries. That's where they come from. They're so abundant up there. And we get our wild blueberries in Texas from Costco, which is imported from Canada. Wild blueberries are the resurrection food, and they have one of the most amazing properties at healing the brain, the kidneys, and the liver. And when you combine wild blueberries with a half a bunch of cilantro, about 4 or 5 medjool dates, a tablespoon of green powder, like barley grass powder or vitamin green, and then a teaspoon of spirulina, Hawaiian spirulina. That's called the heavy metal detox smoothie. So all those ingredients, you know, the wild blueberries, the dates, the green powder, and the spirulina, they all work synergistically to support these 2 products. And you can do this smoothie every day to kind of kickstart detox pathways in the body, the heavy metal detox pathways. Very, very beneficial. I've been doing that smoothie every day for about 30 days. And it just kind of initiated a fruit fast and feast. And I was just feasting on fruits for a couple days and then going back to fruits and vegetables. So the most important thing as you start learning about how to do liver cleansing is that you trust in your body and listen to your body. As you find these healing foods, like you might find yourself craving celery juice or craving orange juice or craving papayas, because there's something in that food. There's a reason you're craving it during your cleanse phase, because there's a nutrient in that food your body really needs to open up and detoxify. And so listen to your body, listen to your cravings when you start craving these different foods I'm mentioning, because you'll find yourself gravitating to them at the store and wanting to make a lot of smoothies and juices with these nutrients because they're opening up your detox pathways. And they're also providing essential nutrients in the form of vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin B that most people are very deficient in. Celery juice providing beneficial calcium, sodium, iron, and magnesium. And be aware of detox systems as they arise and use this. Cookie says, I'm looking forward to a rerun of this one. I feel I need to hear this info another time. Oh, yes, I'll post the recording of this on our Facebook group. And you have the opportunity now to, before you set your intention, before you do your liver cleanse, set the intention of what you want to achieve in this cleanse phase. Write down your vision for your health. And one of the secret techniques that makes cleansing so powerful is reading your vision of health out loud every day, or reading Joseph Murphy's prayer that I put in the Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise members area out loud every day, visualizing and imagining. So in the bonus section of my 10-day challenge, I put right here, bonus affirmations. This one is very powerful. This is a prayer of Joseph Murphy, and this is something you can read out loud and then follow with your own vision of health. Set the intention for what you want to accomplish and set a clear vision. And read it out loud every day during your cleanse to reinforce your conscious and subconscious mind to come into alignment with this infinite divine intelligence that's leading, guiding, and directing you. Very, very powerful. Myra asked, how many days does the liver cleanse last? So you get to choose the days. 10 days is a good first set time frame. And then the liver clear will last about 10 days at level 1. You'll need 2 kits to go to level 2 for 10 days. And 10 days is a good time frame from beginning, middle, and end. And then when you stop taking the botanicals, you pulse and you pause for 2 to 5 days. And how many days should you pause? If you're feeling like you got your training wheels on, you're ready to jump back in 2 days later. But if you're going through a lot of heavy detox, like a lot of brain fog and fatigue and headaches, pause for 5 days, let your body catch up, and then jump back in to 10-day cycles. So 10 days on, 2 to 5 days off, 10 days on, 2 to 5 days off. And it's nice to pulse on the herbs when you're detoxing, so you give your body time to rest and catch up, because the liver clear is so powerfully effective. Like you can take it and get a headache in 30 minutes because that's how fast the toxins are moving out of the body. And so you do that every day for 10 days, you can stir up the bucket, so to speak, and all the toxins get stirred up. And then it may take, when you pulse, it might take a few days for those toxins just to leave out the systems of elimination. And now your body is back to homeostasis again. And that reminds me that cleansing brings your body out of homeostasis. So most of us are experiencing a subacute disease state or chronic disease state or in homeostasis with holding on to toxins. And then when you detox, you're pulling yourself out of that homeostatic state and the toxins get stirred up to leave through the bowels, the urine, and the sweat. And then once they leave, then you start to feel better. You feel like this breakthrough is happening. You feel this opening of clarity, this opening of pain leaves the body. Like Jaya has been on the Living Well method for about 8 months, and now the arthritis has completely left her body. And that's just how long it took for her to reverse a chronic inflammatory condition, and more importantly, repair the adrenals. And so she did the work, and she had a lot of ups and downs during the process. And the expansion follows by contraction. The cleanse follows by pulse. So when we're pulsing, we're allowing our body to come back into homeostasis again after stirring up some toxins and then letting go. So this is often overlooked in the detox process. It's important to understand the importance of pausing, pulsing, and then picking back up again. And so if you're going to get really organized with this, get a calendar out, get a couple of detox kits, choose your start day, and then X off 10 days, and then just stop, pulse for however many days you need to, and then X off again near your next 10-day cycle. And you can do this 3 times in a row, Myra. You can do 10 days on, 2 days off, 10 days on, 2 days off, 10 days on. And that's a good, thorough liver cleansing program. 30 days total, but you're giving yourself rests and recess in between. And Renee, why don't you go ahead and email me this question. Oh no, I think I can answer this question here. She says celery juice first, and then hemp oil and liver clear, and then 30 minutes of mega binder. Oh, how much water do you drink with the mega binder? So about 6 ounces of raw lemonade with the mega binder. And the mega binder is not constipating. As long as you're taking it with the detox pudding, you'll be fine. Oh, and she asked, how much time do you wait between the celery juice and the hemp oil and the liver clear? So you can do the celery juice and immediately follow with the oil and the liver clear. You can do those back to back. Because the hemp oil goes in, I mean, the celery juice goes in the body very cleanly. It's highly structured, energized water. So it'll go right into the cells. So within a couple minutes after enjoying your celery juice, you can enjoy the liver clear mega binder. Because remember, these formulas are liposomal, which means they're cell ready, and they enter through the buccal cavity, which means they don't require going through the stomach. And so you're gonna receive the healing properties of these through the mouth and the esophagus, and it just kind of absorbs right into the body. This is the closest thing to needles without injection, and it's brand new technology to the world. And I'm one of the first leaders in Texas to really be teaching this. And don't worry, Myra, it's coming to Canada. I'll let you know. Any month now, probably November or December. I'm getting you all excited, but you can't buy it until the Canadian government says you can buy it. So you know how those Canadians are. They're a little bit, specific about what they allow in the country. So, but the products have been approved already by Canada. It's just a matter of logistics now, getting the right laws and compensation plan approved. So, yeah, so you can do the mega binder and hemp oil right after your celery juice. And then how long do you wait to eat after the mega binder? After the mega binder, you should wait at least 20 to 30 minutes. So you do your celery juice, hemp oil, liver clear, wait 30 minutes, enjoy your mega binder, and wait another 20 or 30 minutes. And then you can have your first cantaloupe or wild blueberry detox smoothie, or mango lassi. One of my favorite smoothies in the Living Well method is the mango lassi. I love that smoothie. Something about it reminds me about my childhood, eating juicy fruit or something. I don't know, but it's just one of my favorite smoothies. And Myra says, I may have to sneak down to Buffalo. You know what? I could ship you some to Buffalo and you could take it across the border. You could totally sneak it across the border. It wouldn't be a big deal. Although you might have to pay custom tax on it. I don't know. But yeah, come to Buffalo. I'll drop ship you some herbs. You can smuggle it across. And Myra, so there's also a beautiful business opportunity with the hemp oil and detox, and I could be able to help you support your community with these botanicals, and you can receive compensation for it. Sharing is caring. And so I want to help 1,000 leaders, help 1 million mothers, fathers, and families renew their minds, cleanse their bodies, and live a purpose-driven life. So we have the opportunity to share these tools as well with our friends and family, and that's coming as well. So it's 45 minutes past the hour. If no one has any more questions, I'll wrap up the call tonight, and then I'll upload this recording to our private Facebook group so you guys can watch it again. And then I'll upload some of the meal plans too, from the Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise. And you can, in the HWW members area right here, under the welcome video are all the meal plans, just like in the Living Well. And meal plan level 3 is for men and women. So you just click right here, and this will take you to the meal plan to use with the ultimate detox system, going from morning to night. And so this is the total, what I just talked about today is repeated here in linear order. And you just enjoy this meal plan of level 3, which is the cleanse meal plan. And that is going to be your guideline, your roadmap to using the ultimate detox system. The level 3 meal plan in Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise teaches the level 2 detox. And there's 4 levels to this program, and I start people at level 2 in the Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise challenge, because that's like middle of the road. And if you don't feel a lot of detox from level 2, you just pick it up to level 3. And then you accelerate from level 3 to level 4. And all those instructions are inside the box when you get your kit. And you can just integrate the level 3 and level 4 within the current roadmap that you got there. And yeah, liver cleansing is so important, and it's particularly good after about 3 to 6 months of the Living Well method. A lot of your bowels have been cleaned out. Your digestion absorption is stronger with the celery juice. So a lot of you have been in the Living Well method for a while. You can jump into this liver cleanse, no problem. And you're going to experience a deeper level of detox in your body, which will add life to your years and years to your life. The body doesn't know names of disease. The diseases are all labels made up by doctors. The body understands toxicity and detoxification, and it's designed to heal itself through cleansing. We cleanse every day. We urinate, respirate, perspirate, and defecate. But what happens when diseases set in is these channels become clogged. And the most powerful toxins that create the most congestion are the fat-soluble toxins, the metals, the viruses, the glycophosphate, and the chemicals and food additives. These are the ones that congest the body the most and are the trickiest to clear, which is why we use the liver clear. These toxins that are causing, they're the secret causes to most people's suffering, are these fat-soluble toxins that get bound in the body because the body can only clear them with the right foods and herbs and detox protocols. You don't clear these fat-soluble toxins unless you have a way to dissolve them out through the liver pathways. And that's the function of a liver cleanse, is to break up these fat-soluble toxins. And by the way, when you break up these fat-soluble toxins, you clear up that stubborn fat. Because most women who can't lose weight have toxins trapped in the fat that the body's holding on to until it can open up and clear out through liver health and through liver detoxification. So that's one of the hidden causes of stubborn fat, is the body's homeostatic mechanisms. So spots in the face, Myra, you asked about, she's noticed, Myra's asking about dark spots on her face. Are these just age spots or something else? It's a combination of both. Sometimes when your body gets deficient in antioxidants, the sun can cause spotting. And then sometimes the liver will create spots. So there's no way to know for sure just through our coaching session today, but doing a liver cleanse and opening up the liver will brighten the skin. And if you want to address the liver spots or sunspots topically, you would use essential oils and rosehip seed oils. So rosehip oil with the right essential oils will start to clear out the liver spots. And essential oils of lavender, what is it? Myrrh and sandalwood. Myrrh and sandalwood are really good at repairing damaged DNA in the skin. So lavender, myrrh, and sandalwood. Or lavender, geranium, and sandalwood. Geranium is really beneficial for the skin. So you can dilute those oils in a base of rosehip seed oil, which you can get on Amazon, rosehip. And rosehip seed is this beautiful red amber color, and it's highest in vitamin C and antioxidants of all the fatty oils. Rosehip seed oil is one we use for after pregnancy and birth and stretch marks and that kind of stuff. So using rosehip seed oil with the right essential oils can repair damaged skin from the outside in. But as you liver cleanse, Myra, let's say you do this 30-day liver cleanse 3 times in a row. Over the next 12 months, you're going to have brighter skin, because that's just the result of good liver detoxification. The liver starts to pull the toxins out of the fatty areas, and the skin will start to lighten and brighten. I posted a testimonial of my friend Jeffrey doing his liver cleanse, and a lot of the aging went away on his face in 30 days. All the fine lines dissolved on his face, and he was amazed at how much younger he looked, but he wasn't going for that. He was going for the chronic hip and knee pain and congested emotions. But he got all this other stuff along with it. He got to look younger, and everyone was asking him, like, Jeffrey, you look so much younger. What are you doing? He's like, detox. So he ordered 10 of these and is now selling them at his yoga studio. Renee asked, best essential oils for supporting the liver. The top 2 oils for your liver internally are going to be essential oil of lemon in your celery juice and green drinks, and then essential oil of citrus fresh, which is a blend of 4 citrus and spearmint. So just lemon and citrus fresh, because those citrus oils enhance the action of the citrus juices, because you're combining the medicine, the pulp, and the rind. And then topically, you want to be using the digest over the liver. Really effective to work with the digest. And if you, I'll post if you want to get your detox kit now and you live in America, I'll post a link on the Facebook group of how to access the kit. either as a retail customer or an affiliate. So you'll be able to watch a video, a 3-minute video. It'll teach you how to set up your retail account, your affiliate account. And then Myra for you, the affiliate and retail customers will be available by right around November, December. So you guys in America, just go to the Facebook group. I'll post that after the call today. And you can order these kits right now as a retail customer for $160 a kit. So it's $160 for 10 days, which breaks down to about, what is that? $10 a day. And then if you want to order 2 or 3 kits, you can order them as a pack and save you even more money. You can order a 3-pack of those detox kits and do a nice 21-day liver cleanse. So 1 kit will last you about 7 to 10 days. 2 kits will last you, 10 to 14 days, and 3 kits will be a nice 21-day or 20-day liver cleanse. And so gauge where you are in your life and order your kits through the link on the private Facebook group. And then I'm super excited to do this with you all, and my wife's going to be doing it too. And we're going to be sharing it with another friend of ours named Deborah. So we're bringing people together to do this liver cleanse. And without any further education, great questions tonight too. So let me know if you need any support in the private Facebook group with the Ultimate Detox System. If anything comes up, just post your questions, comments, and observations. Myra said the toilet question. What do you mean toilet? Oh, did I miss one? Oh, okay. Let's see. Is there some reason you should not do a liver cleanse? Oh, I didn't answer that question. So one of the contraindications for liver cleansing is if you're on any kind of, chemotherapy, radiation, pharmaceuticals at a high dose, high level, taking statin drugs and things like that, you should not do a liver cleanse. So if you're on medications that control the liver, like statins, or you're on any kind of like advanced medical procedure, you should not do a liver cleanse. Do you have to stay close to a toilet during a liver cleanse? No, not necessarily. The liver cleanse, as long as you're working with the right fruits and vegetables, the liver clear and the mega binder is going to stimulate bile flow. It's going to stimulate the movement of bile, which will make your stools move more, but it's not like running to the bathroom. Yeah, it should be a nice steady flow, 2 to 3 times a day, and you just enjoy the process. If you do get diarrhea during the liver detox, that's a sign of die-off of bacteria and viruses. And so it's not necessarily the herbs, but what's dying from the herbs is your body starts to dump a lot of dead matter, dead viruses and bacteria. It starts to come out in the form of a loose stool. So that may happen from time to time, but it's temporary. And if that happens, just private message me, Myra, and I have tools for that as well. Working with the living clay, the calcium bentonite, liquid clay, drinking that will help bulk and slow a very loose stool while still getting good release and detoxification. Remember, your detoxification happens in cycles and phases. So you're not doing it all the time. You're choosing to do it with that space and intention. You're creating time for rest. You do a 10-day or 20-day or 30-day process, and then you pull off and you coast for a little while, with your healthy lifestyle, fruits and vegetables and raw and cooked foods. And then you go back on a cleanse phase when you're ready, and you do your designated cleanse cycle, and you go off of it and you do a maintenance phase. And you want to find that rhythm and that cycle, that balance as you're working through detoxification, because that's about listening to the body and giving the body proper rest. So God bless you all. May you live to eat, to thrive, and bring this ray of life and river of life through your body. Enjoy the replay of this, and I will post a lot more information on the private Facebook group about getting access to your detox system and the liver clear. All right. See you guys next time. Bye for now.